Well, good evening. We'll be going live with the net here about 8 o'clock. Be the SMARC TGIF 2-meter net. All right, everybody, we got about 5 minutes to net. So when it goes to net, I will silence myself and let the net control take over. Sounds like it might be A0MR Mike doing the net tonight. Yes, it is, as you can see there in AIM Almost Instant Messenger. Mike just said, welcome to his first attempt at being net control. All right, everybody.
Here is KC0 NSC testing. Does anyone hear me?
Loud and clear, full quieting, Tom. AE0MR.
Thanks, Mike. With these old radios, you never know for sure until you try it.
Good strong signal. comment to N0KTM. The lightning I saw was me looking out my window, like right over the top of your house there, but probably about 10 miles past.
Hey, don't be talking lightning out this direction now, Mike.
Yeah, it's right in your area, Dave. At least what I'm seeing. It looks mostly like upper atmosphere, cloud to cloud lightning, but who knows?
Yeah, it must be, because I haven't even heard any thunder. Believe me, I'd have done been running out laying my antenna down. K6GAE.
All right, let's get this thing rolling. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mike, the E0MR, and I'll be your net control operator for this edition of the SMARC TGIF Friday Night Net. This net meets regularly every Friday night at 8 p.m. on the 146.91 repeater with a PL tone of 162.2 Hz. We're a Rag 2 net, so feel free to introduce yourself, share what's been going on in your life or week, or throw out a funny joke or trivia question if you have one. If we have a trivia question tonight, feel free to throw out an answer. If you need the questions repeated, just ask. Now, pause for the repeater here. E0MR continuing. Don't forget to download NetLogger to get behind the scenes chat and full list of check-ins for the net, as well as being able to do your pre-check-in. Let's get started with announcements of interest to amateur radio. The Southwest Missouri Amateur Radio Club meets the third Saturday of each month at the DAV, located at 2525 East Division Street. Testing starts at 4 p.m. for anyone wanting to get their technician, general, or extra class license. The fee for the test is $15. You must pre-register for your FRN number with the FCC before the testing date. The meeting follows at 5 p.m. Anyone interested in becoming a licensed amateur radio operator is encouraged to attend one of our meetings. You do not have to currently hold a license or be a paid member to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family, friends, and children. The meal is usually prepared by our exceptional cook, and anyone attending is encouraged to bring a side dish, soft drinks, or desserts to add to the menu. Pause for repeater. SMARC now offers Tradio on the 2-meter net. If you have an item for sale or trade, please mention it during your check-in, providing the basic description and price of the item. Sunday night features our TechNet at 7 p.m. on the 146.64 repeater. Does anyone have any announcements of interest to amateur radio or trivia? Please come now.
Kilo Echo 6, Golf Alpha Echo.
And KC0NSC after him.
All right, Dave, KE6GAE, take it away.
All right, A0MR and the rest of the net. I want to remind everybody that my Hams Around the Ozarks breakfast is a week from tomorrow, which a week from tomorrow is the first Saturday of the month. We meet at the Golden Corral in Springfield off of Glenstone and Primrose there, just north of 60 Highway. We meet at 8 a.m. in the morning. We meet in the back room. It's not, doesn't matter what club or even if you belong to a club, all hams are welcome. And if you happen to be listening to this net and you're not an amateur radio operator right now and you're interested in, come on down and ask all the questions you want. Come join for good breakfast and good camaraderie. And then I also want to remind everybody that I am streaming the net on my YouTube channel. So if you want to hear how your radio sounds, just go to KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Ham. That's all I got, Mike. So back to net control.
Thank you, Dave. This is AE0MR. All right, Tom, do you have any announcements for the net?
This is KC0NSC, Mike. Dave, CVU, is on his way back from the middle of Kansas with Baylor, so he won't be on tonight. So I've undertook to come up with some trivia. And the first piece, I often research countries that I don't have any contact with, ham-wise. In 1991, the breakup of the Soviet Union, as it's euphemistically called, created 6 countries. One of those was Uzbekistan. And their Independence Day is August 1st. The thing about Uzbekistan that is very rare and very different is the fact that they're locked in. They cannot get out of Uzbekistan without crossing the border of some other neighboring country. There's no access to any body of water, and so they're like locked in. There's only one other country in the whole wide world that are they're landlocked as well. So the question is, which country is that? And the other question or trivia is a two-parter. They're very simple. I expect almost everybody will get it. There are some companies that had advertising slogans that you don't hear so much anymore. Number one, I'll give you the slogan. You produce the name of the company. I don't want to grow up. Number two is we'll leave the light on for you. And that's it for trivia. Thank you.
Well, thanks, Tom, for those trivia questions. We'll see if we can get as many people to guess as possible tonight. Looks like we got about 8 people pre-checked in so far. And let's might as well just go ahead and get started. Looks like we've got NE0B, Dave, as our first contestant up to bid. So hi, Dave. This is AE0MR. Do you have any guesses for Tom's trivia questions? And what do you got to say in general for the net?
Thank you, Mike. Yeah, I have a couple of guesses. A landlocked country, I'm going to guess Bolivia. I've never been there, but I've been on the border of it. And the second one, I don't know about the first one. I think the second one is Motel 6. I don't know. My memory's not so good anymore. Don't have anything else for this round, if there's going to be rounds, and I don't remember that either. So back to net, NE0.
Well, thanks, Dave, for the guesses and the comments. This is generally just a one-and-done type net. Oh, at the end, I guess we can take additional comments and such. Is there anything else you'd like to add before I move on?
Move on.
Comment.
Thanks for checking in tonight, Dave. All right, this is AE0MR, your net controller. And the next contestant up for guessing is KE6GAE, Dave out in Rogersville.
Comment.
The trivia or anything else to add for the net tonight?
I think Tom had a comment.
There you go. That's what I was going to tell you. Click on the numeral before the name to get the pink line so everybody knows it's their turn. That's all.
All right, AE0MR. This is KE6GAE. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot for the net tonight. Got a 4-day weekend even though I was off today, I still had to attend a meeting, so I wasn't real happy about that. But other than that, playing around with this live stream stuff and getting ready to set up to start doing some videos on my YouTube channel. And this weekend, got to do some work around the house. Wish it'd cool off a little more, but oh well. Other than that, the trivias, I'm going to take the same guess as Dave did on Bolivia, and he did have the right answer on Leave the Lights On. That was Motel 6. Other than that, that's all I got, so we'll pass it back to Net Control. Thanks for doing the net tonight, Mike. K6GAE, back to Net Control.
Okay, you did have one more in there. I think the slogan thing was a two-parter, two different things, so it seems we... both Daves missed that. I think he said something, I don't want to grow up, then and kind of like ...
Don't have an answer for that part.
I've got an idea, but I'll hold mine to the end. All right, thanks for the additional comments and the guesses, Dave. And we'll move it on down to Tom, KC0NSC. Unfortunately, you can't guess for the trivia, but you can give us any other fun comments and information you want.
All right, AE0MR in the group. Hey, thanks for taking on this job for the first time, and you seem to be doing all right. I wouldn't worry about it. Yeah, I can't guess on the trivia. I already have the answers, so that doesn't leave much. I don't have Tradio either, but I'll give you a little report on the 10-meter side. We had a fine time again. I always enjoy it, and everything went smoothly. Kevin ran it, and he did a great job. So there you have it. We had some static crashes and some faraway lightning, but we got through it. And no DX, unfortunately. We had some guys that tried to check in over NetLogger and then realized they were in the wrong place and they dropped out. But there was one fellow at the very end. His name is Zach, and I'm hoping that he will check in here. He's in Mount Vernon, and we could barely hear him. So maybe he'll do better on 2-meter. Who knows? Anyway, KC0NSC back to AE0MR, and I will stick around to give the answers.
All right, thanks, Tom, for the comments, and yeah, please do stick around so we know the right answers to the trivia at the end there. All right, we're going to move on down the line here to N0KTM. Kevin, who ran our 10-meter net early this morning, or this evening. See, multiple goofs tonight. Kevin, take it away. Got any guesses for the trivia, and what's going on?
Oh, hey, I got the switch, so I got my foot switched to the right machine, so hey. But I still got the static, so I've still got to figure out what's going on there. I tried tearing some stuff apart this week, and I don't know. I'll have to do some more research and see what, get the scope out, I think, and look for stuff. Anyway, this is N0KTM over here in East Springfield. I'm going to get the trivia stuff out of the way first. I don't know about the landlocked land, so I'll go along with everybody and say Bolivia. But the other two, I don't want to grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid.
That's
and,
it.
of course, Tom Bodette at Motel 6 will leave the light on for you. So, anyway, that's my answers for that. Just the same old going on around here. Going to the gym and going to physical therapy and trying to keep the critters and all the rest of the stuff growing up around here at bay. Although grass is kind of slowed down. It's not growing quite as much as it had been. Put a new set of blades on the riding mower this week, so hopefully that'll help get things tamed back down again. But I think that's going to be it for me for right now. Thanks, Mike, for doing 2 meters tonight. It's always seems to be daunting, but once you get into it, it's really pretty pretty easy and a lot of fun. So with that, I'm going to say 73, and hope everybody has a great week this week. This
Yeah, it
is
seems to be
N0
working.
KTM.
Seems like the audio
Back
might be a
to
little bit hot.
80MR net control.
Thanks for everything there, Kevin, for your guesses and comments. This is AE0MR, your net control for the TGIF SMARC Friday Night Net. All right, the next contestant up here is Bob, KF0KUA. Do you have any guesses for the trivia tonight, and what's been going on?
Hey, this is KF0KUA, Bob in Southeast Springfield, and I do have a couple of guesses.
Yeah, it definitely seems
I'm not
going
to even attempt the landlocked
other
country
than that,
situation
it's
because
definitely
I'm way off on that, I'm sure. But as far as the two mottos, that would be Motel 6 and Toys R Us. Thank you for those tonight, Tom. We appreciate that. And appreciate you doing the net tonight as well. As far as myself, I am having some venison tonight. I decided to try it in a little salsa as a sort of braise. And it's pretty good. I was surprised. You know, it's kind of like a Mexican take on the Salisbury steak. And it worked out pretty well. I did it on the grill in a oven-proof pan, so I was able to steam it in there a little bit and smoke it a little bit. So there you go. Try it out sometime. This is KF0KUA. Back over to the net and 73 to everyone.
Well, thanks for the trivia answers and information there, Bob. I haven't had venison in a couple years. I think it's about time I have it again. All right, so we're moving on down the row here. Looks like we got another Bob here, KC0WSE. Okay, Bob, any guesses for the trivia, and what's been going on with you?
Oh, good evening, Mike and the net. Been busy day, busy day. We've been out RV shopping. That'll learn me. Anyway, haven't bought anything, still thinking on it, and don't know which direction I'll go. If anything, who knows, we may give it up entirely. Other than that, I'm full of barbecue right now. We stopped at our local barbecue restaurant on the way back into town, and so I'm full of barbecue. Really good stuff at Eddie's Barbecue. I'll give them a little plug there. Anyway, guesses on the trivia. I agree with Bolivia, and definitely Toys R Us and Motel 6. So I think that's all I know on that. Anyway, talking to you on a new radio. It seems to be doing a pretty good job at this point, so once you get the programming done right. Other than that, hey, it's great. So back to you, back to the net, Mike and the net, KC0WSE.
Thanks, Bob, for the comments and the guesses on trivia. There seems to be a pattern everybody's going with on the answers there. I think, who knows, maybe we've got all the right answers. So we'll move on down to KC0QA. Richard, any guesses on the trivia, and what's new with you?
Well, not a whole lot new. I have no clue on the first, but I happen to have grown up in the 80s and know the answer to both of those two, so I will hold that in reserve. I grew up with, as they said, Tom Bodette. Leave the light on for you. That was one of the jokes back in the middle 80s. Someone would make a comment about your mental abilities. Anyway, not a whole lot going on. Had a busy week at work. Ran out to Kentucky twice. Got out there, turned around, came back, and boss man said, "Hey, you want to turn around and go back?" I'm like, "Yeah, if I'm not moving, I don't get paid." So had to turn around and go right back to Kentucky, and got out there, got back, delivered this morning, and Now I get to sit at home for 2.5 days, got to leave out on Monday and go back to Kentucky. So I guess we'll see what happens there because they changed a bunch of rules over there. We used to be able to sit and park in their parking lot and do our sleeper breaks, but not anymore. We got to move. So I'm hoping they have an empty over there for me so I can get in, get out. And if you don't know, I drive a semi. We'll catch everybody later. KC0QA.
All right, thanks, Richard, for the guesses and the comments. This is AE0MR, net control for the SMARC Friday Night TGIF Net. And we are moving down to the next contestant on our net logger list here, KC0KZY. Bill, you have any guesses for the trivia, and what's going on with you this week?
Yeah, AE0MR, KC0KZY here. Yeah, I'll go with the Bolivia, Toys R Us, and Motel 6. And for those of you that are old enough to remember, something kind of unique about the Motel 6 commercial was the guy that they used to talk through the commercial sounded an awfully lot like Rex Allen. Back in the 50s, there were a lot of cowboy shows on TV. If you're fortunate enough to be in a family that even had a TV, which we didn't for some time. But anyway, I remember watching Rex Allen, and I mean, there was a whole bunch of them, right? Roy Rogers, I mean, on and on and on. But anyway, it was great. I did have a question for Tom, KC0NSC, and that is, Tom, could you give me the model number of that coil that we were talking about on 10 meters over?
I don't have a model number. I think you should talk to David. He's the one that knows about the other antenna made by Comet that has a different coil. The only coil I knew about prior was the one on the butternut, and I do not have a model number for that one.
Little research. And anyway, with that, you're doing a great job doing the net tonight, Michael. Thanks for doing it. KC0KZY, back to you.
Appreciate that, Bill. Thanks for the guesses on trivia and the comments. Hopefully we can get somebody to find a part number for that coil for you. So this is AE0MR, net control for the Friday Night SMARC TGIF Net. Next on the check-in list here is KE0ZKM. Marvin, got any guesses for trivia, or let us know what's been going on with you lately?
Good evening, Mike. KE0ZKM, thank you for running the net. Good evening, everyone. Guesses for trivia. I'm going to break with convention. I'm going to go with Vatican City. I don't know if it's considered a country, but I know they are landlocked by one country. And I'm going to go with everybody else. I don't want to grow up. Well, I won't grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid and Motel 6. Not much going on here, just working. Nothing much more than that. Just looking forward to this weekend. Supposed to cool down, be a lot more enjoyable. KE0ZKM, back to net.
All right, thanks for the guesses and the comments, Marvin. Well, hopefully we'll get everybody's answers figured out at the end of the net here. Next person on the list, KF0KRZ. Curtis, do you have any guesses for trivia or any other comments for the net?
Okay, well, thank you, Mike, for running things. Good to hear your voice here. So, yeah, trivia, the Vatican does sound like a good answer. I know that's sort of considered a country. I think they've got a bit of money over there, I think, somewhere, but... And the other, what's the other trivia? I think I'll agree with the other answers on that Tom Bodette. And I think Tom Bodette was actually somehow from Alaska. I don't know how they got his voice picked out from up there, but that's where he lived, I think, when he did those little commercials for years. So, anyways, things about the same here, just maybe a little lawn work and pick picking things up. Nothing major. Looks like we're hoping to get a little rain tonight, but I'll turn it back to you, Mike, KC0MR, KF0, KRZ.
All right, thanks, Curtis, for the trivia guesses and information there. Let's see, we'll go on down more time. Looks like we got KA0SPM. Oops, if I can get the darn net logger to click here. There we go. Steve, got any guesses for trivia or any other stuff you've been doing and want to pass along to us?
Well, thanks, Mike. There is meds on board for the voice issue, plus high blood pressure. Didn't see that one coming, but gotta go with it. Getting better. My answer to trivia goes like this. I'm a Toys R Us kid in a Motel 6 in Belarus or Austria. So, yep, I'll survive this. Gonna have to get off my rear end and be exercising because I think that's a big part of the blood pressure problem. And hopefully the voice gets better with some proper treatment. So, anyway, that's what's happening. Back to you, KA0SPM.
All right, Steve, thanks for the trivia questions. That's the most unique presentation for the answers so far this evening. And thanks for the other comments. We do hope that you're able to get the blood pressure under control and get feeling better as soon as possible. This is A0MR. And let's see, we got next on the list is WF5U. Alan, do you have any guesses for the trivia? Any information on what's been going on with you lately?
Hi, good evening, Mike and the net. Yeah, I got here about 20 after and missed the beginning of the net, so I don't know what the trivia questions were. And yeah, I've been out at the farm today engaging in some tractor therapy on a Caterpillar, moving a bunch of dirt around, knocking over some trees and pushing them into a pile and stuff like that. And that, I think that helps the psyche quite a bit. But anyhow, missed the 10-meter net because we had dinner over at the in-laws, and so I didn't get back home to the station here till about, I guess it was about 8:20 or so. Anyhow, I'll, if you'll refresh what the trivia questions are, I might venture a guess. Probably don't know, though.
Tom, could you repeat the questions for the gentleman?
All right, I'll give him a shorthand version. We got a new republic that was formed in 1991 when the Soviet Union broke up, and the name of it is Uzbekistan. That's as close as I can pronounce it. The very strange thing about that country or republic is the fact that it's landlocked. In order to leave Uzbekistan, you're going to have to cross someone's border into a neighboring country. There's no body of water for them to get out of the country on. There's one other country in the whole wide world that is in similar circumstances. It's landlocked. So I'm asking, what country is that? The two-part advertising slogans are I don't want to grow up, and we'll leave the light on for you. That's two separate countries or companies, and I'm asking, what are they?
Okay, I will concur with the folks who said Tom Bodette on the Motel 6 ad. I remember that. I don't want to grow up part. I don't know. It sounds like me, but and the landlocked country, I have no clue. So back to net WF5U.
All right, Alan, thanks for the guesses and the additional comments. Looks like we're at the bottom of our net logger list. So if we've got anybody wanting to check in over the air, now is the time to do so. is 8E0MR, looking for on-the-air check-ins for the Friday night TGIF SMARC Net.
80AEL, Kilo Delta Zero, Alpha Echo Leap.
N7, next BL.
KE5NUG. Alright, I got Patty and, whoops, looks like I really typoed on that one. Somebody doubled with Patty, and I got mixed up the next one. Could you repeat the call sign, please?
Okay, what is NX4W mobile?
Well, looks like we had doubling again there. I'm going to have to ask you to break it. I think I heard Roger in the background there, but whoever is not the Roger, could you please repeat the call sign?
NM0W Stephen mobile.
Roger that. And was that indeed Roger on the double?
Here's Roger, KB0JGG, Julie Golf Golf. Back to you.
All right. Okay, looks like I got the 4 there. All right, Patty, KD0AEL. Do you have any guesses for trivia? And what other information, weather or unweather related, do you have for us?
Good evening, Mike and the net. Good to hear you running the net. You're doing a great job. This is KD0AEL, and it has been an interesting week in the Palmer household. As Steve said, we're finally getting him lined up with the doctor, and blood pressure's already coming down a little. It's slowly, as it should, so we're seeing some improvements and a great deal of water weight loss. He's actually got skinny legs. Anyway, weather-wise, we do have a chance of pop-up showers tonight, and tomorrow. But beautiful weather on the horizon. Tomorrow is the first day of meteorological fall, and that's when the Weather Service says our temperatures start moderating into fall-like temperatures. And as for guesses on trivia, I'm going to go with Bolivia, and I was a Toys R Us kid and raised one. I will never grace the doors of a Motel 6, but I do remember the ad. Anyway, I wish 73 to all. Have a great weekend. I'll think about you while I'm putting 36 hours in over the next 3 days. 73 to all. KD0AE.
Thanks, Patty, for the check-in, the guesses, and the additional information. All right, so we got NM0W. Stephen, do you have guesses for the trivia, and what's been going on with you this week?
Hello, Mike and the Nets. This is NM0W Stephen, heading back to Springfield. It's a Labor Day weekend or any type of holiday weekend. My oldest daughter goes to see her mom who lives over in Illinois on those weekends. So anytime there's a holiday week, that's what I'm doing. Missed the 10-meter net because I was out of range of 10 meters. Barely made it into 2-meter range. Once the net started, so at least I was able to get that. On trivia, all the correct answers have been given, so I'm not going to repeat that. We'll let that go. And in addition to meteorological fall, we are coming up on 10-meter season. As the days get shorter, 10 meters is going to open up for our portion of the planet, so definitely start listing on 10 meters if you want to get those nice 10-meter contacts.
we're coming up at the height of the solar cycle and peak season, so now will be the time to do it. So, keep your ears open and call CQ. Otherwise, that's it for me. I will send it back on over to you, A0MR73 from NM0W.
Comment.
All right, thanks, Stephen, for the comments and the acknowledgement that most of the right answers, I guess all the right answers for the trivia have been given. Looks like I got anxious on the clicking there, and I skipped Kenny. So let's go back up to KE5NUG. Kenny, do you have any guesses on trivia? And what's been going on for with you this week?
Guesses on trivia would be Toys R Us and Motel 6. And don't know the country of the landlocked deal. And I guess everything's going good. Back to net control from KE5NUG.
All right, thanks for checking in this week, Kenny. And the answers. So now we'll go down to Roger, KB0JGG, as soon as I get the darn thing to light up. So you got any guesses for trivia, Roger? And what's been going on with you this week?
Just been hanging out, not a whole lot going on. Been kind of hot and looking forward to this cooler weather. And I think I heard someone say comment. Oh, trivia questions. I forgot the first question. Let me see here. But I'm not sure about the Motel 6 one. Oh, the country. I was going to say France, surrounded by other countries, but because it's a little further into Europe. Let me see. But it's been a while since I checked out that globe, so I'll have to work on that one. And nothing, I don't have any extra to add about the Motel 6 thing. I would say that's a partial answer, but I don't know the other part. And once again, I'll remind, there was a comment, I think I heard Tom make a comment, but this is KB0JGG, and thank you. I'll be standing by.
All right, Roger, thanks for the check-in and the guesses and comments. Was there a comment out there that I missed?
No, disregard.
Consider yourself disregarded, Tom. Hi. All right. Now we'll go to Ronald up in Bolivar, N7XBL. Welcome to the net. And do you have any guesses for trivia, or and let us know what's been going on with you?
Okay. N7XBL, Ron in Bolivar, and the questions for the trivia, the answers have all been given, so I'm not going to mess with that. But I do have some stuff for sale, and I was wanting to know, is anybody interested in a TS2000 in mint condition, all the parts, everything's in it, and I do have the I think it's a VSG3 talking chip for the VHF and UHF, and I do have a recorder board in there that I put in as an aftermarket, and it's never been on HF. It's always been in a Gator case, so it's been protected. And I bought it, and I think it was 16, brand new. I got the programming cable to it, got the original microphone for it, and anyway, and I'm looking for $1,100 for it. Like I said, it's in mint condition, and I am looking for, one second. I am looking for a push-up push-up pole, roughly 40 or 50 feet, and in good condition, and I'm willing to buy it. If anybody has one laying around, I'm interested. It has to be able to hold a GP9. GP9s aren't all that heavy, but from what I understand, they're heavier as a vertical than a lot of other antennas. So, and let's see, and I have 1 second. And I don't know if anybody's interested, but I do have a Motorola handheld. It's a VHF only. It's XPR 7550E is an Echo. And I'm looking to sell that. So when I bought it new in 20, I paid $1,600 for it. Oh, I'm sorry. And it comes with the programming cable and the leather case, the swivel case for it, and an extra battery, and I don't know if I have anything else. Oh, it comes with 2 antennas, analog and digital. So it's in really good condition. It works, and I'm trying to get as much as I can out of that. Like I said, I spent $1,600 for it back in 2020. So, and that's all I have for Tradio. So, anybody interested? Call me 417-770-5339. 417-770-5339. That's my cell phone. And I'd really like to get rid of the radios, and I really, really need a push-up pole. Thanks a lot, and back to net. First time I ever been on this net. Kind of cool. Go ahead.
Comment.
This is AE0MR. Thanks, Ron, for checking in tonight. Looks like your contact information is current on QRZ. Is that true?
It is true. It is true. And I think my number's in there, and no, I take that back. I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, it's all current.
Comment.
Your email and phone number were both listed there on the QRZ page for you. So anybody who's interested, give them a holler. So maybe you guys can do business. So, AE0MR, we're still at the bottom of the list here. Is anybody else that would like to check into the SMARC Friday night TGIF Net on 2 meters here? Please come now.
Comment.
Go ahead, comment.
It's NM0W again. To the previous person looking for a push-up pole, if you don't find one, DX Engineering has a 46-foot fiberglass pole. It's not advertised as being able to hold the GP9, but if you get the heavy-duty version, it will hold it. I got proof at my QTH that it will. That's what I use, and I mean it's pretty dang heavy duty, but it is a little bit south of $300. So if you don't find anything and want to go with something brand new, get that and get the guy rings as an add-on. And then, just get it set up. It'll hold a GP9 just fine, even though it's not advertised. Just wanted to let you know, NM0W, back to net.
K6GA.
Oh, comment.
Hey, this is Casey0KZY. While we're on that, there's a couple of things I'm looking for. A Kenwood Model MC35S hand mic, and the other I'm looking for a vacuum tube tester. Not a great big one, but one of the small portable ones. And anyway, thanks for letting me break in with my comment, but I'm going to need to go, so I'm going to wish everybody a 73, and thanks for letting me break in there. Case0KZY. Oh yeah, and my contact info is up to date on QRZ.com. Case0KZY. Back to Ned.
All right, thanks, Bill, for the additional comments there. Any other comments before I make another call for check-ins? Nothing heard. All right, this is AE0MR, your net control for the SMARC TGIF Friday Night Net. We're at the bottom of the list and looking for more on-the-air check-ins. Anybody interested in checking in, please come now.
Kilo Echo 0, Yankee Mike Z, KE0, YMZ, David.
All right, looks like we just picked up one on that round. KE0YMZ. Dave, do you have any guesses for the trivia? And what comments you got for us this evening?
Not any comments, really. Just enjoyed the net, and nothing on the trivia. I really didn't catch them, and I'll just pass on the trivia. Just wanted to check in and for the numbers, basically. Great net. Thanks for running the net. KE0YMZ.
All right, well, thanks for checking in there, Dave. We're getting along near the end of the hour here at 8:46. I think we'll do one more call, and then we'll bring the net to a close if we don't get any more add-ons. This is AE0MR, your net control for the SMARC TGIF Friday Night Net. And if there's any on-the-air check-ins, please come now.
Hi, Mike. This is W0 Mike Yankee, Quebec, Marshall.
W0 Mike Yankee?
W0 Mike Yankee, Quebec.
November 0, Sierra Victor Yankee, Don Willard.
Do you have any guesses on the trivia? Thanks for checking in tonight, and what's been going on with you this week?
This is W0MYQ. I guess you were talking to me there, Mike. There was a double there, so I missed part of what you're saying. Not a whole lot going on this week. Mowed on a couple days ago. Spent a couple of days working with LW0ERE, helping me tear down antennas and move some equipment from his old QTH to his new QTH. So been busy doing that. So that's pretty much the rundown for this week, Mike. Back to you, AE0MR from W0MYQ.
All right. Got double was the check-in.
And the additional comments there. Somebody doubled with me. Would that person like to come back?
November 0, Sierra Victor Yankee, Don and Willard.
Howdy, Don. This is Mike in East Springfield. Thanks for checking in tonight. Did you have any guesses for the trivia? And what comments would you like to add for the net this evening?
No guesses, I guess, other than I knew in Motel 6. In fact, I stayed at one here about a week and 10 days ago, so up by Minneapolis. So. No, it's mowing grass and working on irrigation system a little bit that's broke, and and staying out of the heat, and that's about it.
All right, well, thanks for checking in tonight. Well, I guess that was almost last call. Well, we'll do this one as the last call. It's AE0MR for the Southwest Missouri Amateur Radio Club's TGIF Friday Night Net. Do we have any last-minute check-ins? Please come now.
Yes, I have one more item in 7XPL.
All right, N7XPL, go ahead with your one more item.
I don't know if how many people on here use it, but I have a TW2. It works great. I'm blind, and I've got two of them, and they both work. And I'm wanting $100 for it. They work great. Anyway, so that's the last thing I have. And 7XPL, $100. Firm.
All right, thanks for the addition. Once again, his contact information is current on QRZ if anybody's interested in contacting him for his Tradio stuff there. All right, I think we're gonna call it quits for tonight. Go to KC0NSC. Tom, can you verify which of the many answers tonight are the correct ones for your trivia questions?
AE0MR in the group. Hey, thanks for doing the net. You did a great job. Everybody knew, just about everybody knew that it was Motel 6 that left the light on for you. And I don't want to grow up because I'm a Toys R Us kid, so they got that all right. Nobody gets the right answer on the landlocked country. According to Wikipedia, it's Liechtenstein. So, I would have thought a lot of people would have known that. But anyway, those are the answers.
All right, Tom. Thanks for doing trivia tonight. Do appreciate that. That always adds a little bit more fun and variety to the nets. I know I enjoy them, even when I don't know the answers. So let's see. We'll go back to a couple of comments here. So I want to remember the breakfast at Golden Corral is going to be a week from this Saturday, a week from tomorrow. At 8 a.m. I think we have starts at 8 a.m. and it's in the back room on the left-hand side there. Is generally the room that's used. It's a lot of fun. Anybody's welcome. Ham radio licensed member or not. Just if you're just interested in it or want to have some decent food and good conversation, just show up there. Now, is there anybody else have last-minute announcements they want to add to the tail end here? All right, not hearing anything. Thank everybody for joining us tonight for the SMARC TGIF Net. I am now returning the repeater to normal operation. This is AE0MR 73.
Oh, here's KB0JGG calling for A0MR.
Well, everybody that tuned into the stream, we appreciate it. I appreciate you coming over to the KE6GAE, the Hillbilly Hams video channel, where ham radio comes to life. I hope to this weekend try to get my VX3500 unboxing done. And then I also want to start working on some videos. I think I'm going to do one on setting up a Zoom spot and to be able to use DMR and Fusion and D-Star. Other than that, suggestions. If you watch the video and you got suggestions, put comments down in the chat or down in the comments section below when you watch the video on what you'd like to see. We're going to start doing some learning videos. We're going to learn ham radio together. Even though I've had my ticket for 30 years, there's a lot more for me to learn, and there's a lot of new stuff that I'm getting involved in that I'm having to learn as I go. So let's all learn together. So we'll say 73, everybody. Have a very good weekend. It is a holiday weekend, so enjoy. And then we will talk to you guys on the next one. 73 all.